I am Dory with Prairie Scraps Chuckin', and I'm on YouTube with Prairie Scraps, just plain Prairie Scraps. One of these days I'll figure out how to change it to Prairie Scraps Chuckin', but I am here. Let's see if I can get us lined up here a little bit better. I've got a round today, and it is snowing. Snow. 30 degrees, 32 degrees outside. Snow is coming down all day long, all day yesterday. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make some sunshine out in the camper. I am going to do, I want to do the hello. Oh, I don't know if the sunshine fits. I think I've tried this before. Oh, I want the sunshine to fit. I want it to fit really badly. Oh well, maybe it'll be hello summer. I'm not sure. We'll see. But anyway, I need something to make me feel warm since it's been snowing all day. And of course, the snow makes me feel, I don't know about you guys, but it's definitely making me feel pain. Pain, pain, pain. After my accident with my leg, I have felt nothing but severe pain during weather. So anyway, I have this great board that I got. I ordered it through a wood company. If you want the link, just message me so you can get the link. I'm going to try to get you on here. Which way is better? Okay. And I had packed up and taken with me my Waverly chalk paints when I went on spring break and haven't unpacked them yet. It's like, oh, what do I have here? So I need to unpack a little bit, I guess. Who knew? Put that in there. I guess that fits in there. Nice. I put it in the bags because I didn't want it to leak. Leak as we were going. Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to do is, I've done these before. I don't know if you've tuned in before when I've done them. I did, the last one I did, it said hello spring. Turned out so beautifully. I'm going to shoot for that too. Hey Katina, make sure you say hey. If you're coming on, make sure you say hey. I love to connect with everybody, and for whatever reason, I don't get the messages when I'm on here. So make sure you do comment. Oh yeah, this was complicated last time because I had decided that I needed to go a certain amount. And let's see how thick these are. I kind of like to do the banner across it as many inches as it is. So it's 5 inches. And you guys know, if you've been watching me any amount of time, I'm not really a measurer. So this is a 15-inch, little bit generous 15-inch round. And so let's see if I can figure out the 7.5 would be the halfway mark, right? Wish me luck with this. So 7.5, 2.5 would be 5, right? So I need to go at the 10 mark and the 5 mark. I did this before. It worked out fine. I just kind of used my mat. This is where the mats really pay off. Well, sorry. There we go. Better. All right, so I'm going to try. I don't usually measure things out, right? You guys have watched me before. I'm not a measurer. I'm usually an eyeballer. What about you guys? Are you eyeballers? But in this case, I want to make sure that my stripe in the middle is big enough. And I've got something, I don't know, something got under the tape right there, so you don't want to have that happen. All right, so there's the 10. And then we want the 5. And this worked out for me last time. I don't know. It's sort of a eyeballing in a measuring sort of way. Right? Oh, we're already on low battery. That's never good when we start off our little visit today on low battery. So I apologize. Let me get Let me get the plug in. Not good. If you come on, say hey. I apologize. There we go. All right, now we should be good to go, right? All right, so we're going to do that. And then last time what I did was I did a teeny tiny, I actually did it this far apart. I used this as my guide, and I did a teeny tiny, like 1/4 inch above and below. Did I get that measured out nicely? That's the question. Let's see if that's on there. Something's off, right? We wanted to, my husband even, I mean, it's so gloomy. It's been snowing all day. It is so gloomy. I'm going to do this top one over again. Try again. Second try is going to be it, right? I want it to be straight, even though I'm not doing it necessarily the right way for measuring, right? Okay, there we go. I think that's, hopefully that's better. Maybe, I don't know. It looks all right. It's just not going well here. So my husband got all his work done and all his appointments done, and then came home, and he's been sleeping ever since. He came home about 2:30, so that's no good. I don't know if it's the weather. He's like, I have a terrible headache. I don't know. We kind of slept through yesterday too, Sunday. I have a cleaning job on Sunday, so I went and did that, and then of course I sang at church too on the worship team. So I started real early doing that. Just trying to get this nice and straight so I can put a 1/4 inch above, maybe a little bit less, and do a thinner line. I think I'm going to use yellow because I want it, like I said, I want to do sunshine as the word across the middle here. I'm hoping it'll fit. If it doesn't, I can do, so I'm going to do black in the middle, and then I want to do 2. This works out so well. It always looks so good. Although I do not have yellow. Here's the eyeballing. Sorry to you non-eyeballers. It was looking good. It was looking hopeful for a minute that I might not be eyeballing it, right? Sorry. I just eyeballed it. Okay. Alrighty. Got the tape on. And now I'm going to use this. This is Waverly ink chalk. I just like it. It's super, super easy to use. I'm going to use that to, the color is ink. It is chalk paint. Ooh, look at all that. I just got like all the dried chalk all over my surface here. Just going to try to take it off without wetting it too much, right? Okay. Here we go. Get some water out. I want to get some water into my brush. Oh, my favorite brush. This is my favorite brush. Look at, it's coming apart. I keep squeezing it on. It should make it squeeze on, right? I don't know. Go on, go back. I like it. Anyway, I do like to add a little bit of water when I'm working with these. The reason being is that sometimes it smooths on a little bit better. But this chalk paste, not chalk paste, chalk paint, actually is really, it's a really nice consistency usually. Sometimes the top gets a little bit, and I'm just going right out of here. You probably, you know, should do it the right way by getting it out onto like a surface, but I like to just go, the less is better, less mess. If I don't have to pour any into it. It is a little on the thick side, so sometimes, especially when working with wood, it will go better onto your surface if you add in a little bit of water. And you could actually use chalk paste, our chalk paste, as well for doing this painting. And I actually will, for the yellow portion of this little yellow stripe that I'm going to put on, I'm going to do, oh, but what is the, maybe I won't. There's a little sun. We'll see where we put the little sun. There's a sun to go with hello sunshine. We'll see. There's a little hello to put on here. Just getting a piece of cardboard. No, I don't know why I'm in a singing mood. Trying to cheer up. Does snow ever, like, does the weather affect your moods? Oh my goodness, I'm feeling just dragging today, and trying to feel chipper, but man, it's a hard go today. The weather is a bummer. It's hard to have, I think it's really hard to feel like spring and then not spring like this. We actually had a winter storm warning today, which is gross. My daffodils are under snow. They look very pathetic. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you saw my picture of my daffodils. I'm just going to turn this. Less hassle than having to do it the other way, I guess. Just trying to get out to the outside edge without getting the outside edge. That's the trick, right? Oh, and I did anyway. It doesn't matter. I can always come back and do sandpaper on the edge, which will clean it up. Or we could go all the way, but I'm not going to do that. All right. This wood is so nice. The first set of rounds that I did with these, I did Amazon, just whatever they had on Amazon, and they were not as nice as this. This really, like, I'm just straightening this out now. I'm just making this nice and smooth. You always want to go with the wood grain when you paint, if you didn't know that. I'm sure most of you know it. You guys are smart. All right, I'm gonna get some of this off of here. And then the other thing that you do want to do is you don't want to wait too long before taking off the tape, but we're gonna do some painting of that extra stripe there, so bear with me. I'm not completely done yet. Usually if you pull your, look at my fingers, got really black. If you pull your blue, when you paint with blue tape, you shouldn't let it like totally dry, the paint totally dry on it. It's better to get it off. Like even when you're house painting, little tip for you, it's better to get, I'm gonna try to use, I've got Bumblebee like dried up, and it's been sitting in water for a while, so it shouldn't be too bad, but I'm gonna try it. Oh, it's pretty bad. Look at how dry that is. It looked like there was water in the bottom. I'm gonna try to reconstitute it, I guess. The nice thing about our chalk paste is they're water-based and water washable, so you can use water on them to reconstitute it. This may have no hope today. I don't know. This may not be what I'm going to be using. I may have to leave this. You just want to use distilled water so it doesn't get like enzymes and stuff in it from whatever's in the water, I guess. I don't know. This is a mess. This is pretty dry, So this, I'm going to just go ahead and pour more water on this, and then I'm going to let it sit some more, see if I can get it reconstituting itself. We'll see. We'll see. This is not usable today, not yet. So I'm just closing that one up. I'm going to use my new one. That's the joy of being a consultant or a designer. I have extra. No, actually, Bumblebee is one of the most popular yellows we have. Isn't that pretty? I think they've actually kind of improved it. It looks much nicer. But anyway, so Bumblebee, when we use this for staining or washing, we want to use water with it, because it is kind of a thick paste. Did you guys see that? I got that yellow. And even this, I'm going to be dipping a little bit into my paste, but then I'm going to be putting it into the lid with a little bit of water and kind of mixing it up, getting a nice smooth consistency. And that's what I'm going to use to stain this right here. It just, I don't know. It works great in the transfers, and I could go all on thick, I think, but I really just like the consistency. Oops, I got a little dry piece stuck in there. No, don't make a mess. I think I'm going to go a little thicker with this. It was a little heavy with the water to start with. Sometimes it's just a little bit of a consistency that you're going for, because I want this to look yellow. I want it to be a nice strong color, because I'm going to use the yellow on the black area, the black stripe, for the sunshine, if I can fit it. And again, I'm just going on. This is just a paintbrush. I suppose I could try to use a squeegee, since it's kind of just blocked off. Just nice and smooth. It's like butter. So easy peasy. You don't really have to be like a super creative person to come up. This one kind of looks like a bumblebee, right? Black and yellow. I don't know. Don't ask me. Maybe I'm going too far with the colors. I don't know. We'll see. Bumblebee. I always think it's going to be super bold and I'm not going to like it. And then when I get it on, I'm like, oh, that is beautiful. So I'm just going to go with the faith that it's going to look beautiful. All right. So we got these on. I think they're going to be looking good. And like I said, I'm trying to pull this. Oops. A little splotch of black in this. Smooth it out. Make sure it's all got full coverage. All right. And then I'm going to pull. See how it looks. Hopefully our lines... Oh, that board kind of came up on the edge. A little bit on the edge. It's... Okay, that's kind of messy, so we don't want to get that on anything. Now, the reason I maybe wouldn't have gone so far away, but I like this distance between the yellow and the black stripes of the tape, because it gives me room to put that hello up here without going too far. So we'll see. There. That one edge. I always kind of get an edge that pulls up with the tape, I guess. I should maybe sand it before I start, but I'm always in a hurry, right? Always in a hurry. Okay. I think that looks really good. What do you guys think? I used the first, like, I don't know, 10 of these boards I did. I used Amazon boards, and I'm telling you, I struggled with getting the lines straight. So look how nice that looks. Doesn't that look nice? So beautiful. It got nice and straight. I've got little yellow pieces of paint everywhere. All right, we're gonna get this out of the way. Got to get that dry before we can do anything more. And get the yellow paint off my fingers. All right, so I'm going to dry this so we can get the first layer, the next layer on here. This little tool, if you purchase this right now, I don't know if you guys have you can use anything to dry our stuff, obviously. A hair dryer would work just fine. But it's fun to have a teal one, right? Oops. I spilled my paintbrushes. Maybe need to get the inks out of here. I'm always cautious with ink. Ooh, and that one's got yellow all over it. Nice thing about the paste is when you get it on stuff, it's washable. Ink, not so much. Not so much. That's why I'm getting it out of my workspace here. I like it. I like it. I'm really liking that yellow stripe. I think it looks cute. Bumblebees are in this summer. Did you guys see it? We've got a new launch happening this week on Thursday at 9 a.m. and it's Mountain Time. We're going to have some new products come out, and one of the new products is a hexagon shape. You've seen our shapes before. You've seen our hexagons. So let me know if you want a link to that. I would love to have you check it out on my website. I want to make sure this is dry, and I'll probably go ahead and wax it as well. Just put a thin layer of wax on this so that it doesn't come up, since we just painted this before we're going on to the next step. That paste dried a lot quicker than this Waverly chalk paint. And you know that Waverly chalk, like most chalk paints are like non-toxic and they are water-based in the stores, and I'm telling you that Waverly, it says it's acrylic, and acrylic is permanent, so that could be, if you're worried about, you know, toxic, I don't know if it's toxic necessarily, but, you know, something to watch out for. It's not always an easy fix for everything. Dry, dry. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it? So anyway, the bees are coming out. We have a hexagon shape, that wood shape that's coming out. If you've seen our different shapes, like the little birds we've had, the houses we had, I've done the houses. They're coming out with a hexagon shape, and then it's got matching beehive to go with it. It's so cute. So I think Bumblebee is going to be the color of the summer, right? With that, I can't wait till it comes out. That's going to be 9 a.m. on this Thursday. All right, we're going to use some wax. Normally, where did my wax go? Aha, got it. We have surface wax. It goes in and out. So if you've ever gone on to buy our surface wax and it was out, just go back on. Look again. Keep up. You know, let me know if you want to be told when it comes out. I usually use our wet, we have a little like pad to do this, but because this black may actually, I'm going to do the whole thing. I like the look of the wax all over. It kind of brings out the color in the wood. It puts a buffer. Whenever you use wood, you want to use wax. It puts a buffer down so that it doesn't, it seals, you know, wood is porous, so the wax kind of puts a coating on it so that it doesn't come up on you. All right, that's all it takes. I used a rag because sometimes when I do that black, it'll bleed onto my little pad, and I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so we're going to start with our sunshine. See if I can fit it on there. This will be the first time I'm using sunshine. And I don't even know. Yep, it's cut off this time. These are reusable transfers. And I'm actually going to fuzz it. Oops. Knocking the place down. I'm going to fuzz it first because I don't want it to stick too hard to this project. I'm going to just turn around, fuzz the other side. Do that a couple of times. Make sure we don't stick too hard, right? And pull stuff up. That wax is also going to help it too, not to pull up. You also, the other thing it does is it protects your transfer. Oh, that fits, it fits, it fits. I'm so excited. And it looks, it actually looks like it's, my lines are pretty even. You guys should be proud of me. I didn't even measure. Oops. Oh, part of my S is off. What to do? It's close. I wonder what size they were going for in this. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, just a little bit of the E is off. Okay, so there you can see. I put it on there. I guess I have it up towards the top, don't I? I like to, the nice thing about our transfers is usually they're pretty well centered how you should do it. You just want to get it down really nice so that you don't have any bubbles in it. Okay, let's see. Just a teeny tiny bit of the E is off. I think it's going to be okay. I think it'll be okay. All right. So I'm going to use that bumblebee. I'm coming back to the bumblebee, and I'm actually going to use our small squeegee. This is the small size, the mini size. This is the size of the mini. When you get one of our kits, you get the mini. I love the minis too, and they have their place. But when you're working on bigger projects, sometimes it's nice to just go ahead and use a bigger one. So we're just going to start on one end and work quickly because we don't want it to dry in the transfer, because if the chalk dries in the silk transfer, it'll pull up when you pull up the transfer. So if you ever find that you when you pull up it kind of like looks like there's splotches where it didn't stick, that would be why, because your paste dried in the transfer. So you just want to, you could always go back and lay the transfer back down and get it a little better on, you know, redo it, or you can sand it off or wash it off because it is water based, water soluble, washable. All right, we're just going to even this out really nice and quickly and then get that off. Make sure we got all the edges. Oop, I'm hearing that little popping noise means there's a little bit of air under it, so I'm kind of being a little cautious. I don't want it to pull up, so I'm just going to make sure this is wet down here, and then we're going to put whatever we don't use back into the tub, the jar, and use that later because it's totally going to work. And then just to show you how quick and easy this is, look at that. Look how nice that looks. Isn't that nice? I think it's cute. I'm pretty excited. Does that look cute? And I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to put it back on the backing, and then I'll take that in the house and wash that with water. Just water, warm water, and one of our board erasers. The other part of this, Bumblebee has gotten me. I've gotten stung by the bumblebee. Bumblebee chalk paste here. All right, so the other part of this is, oh shoot, there's like a little piece of yellow in there. I'm getting yellow everywhere. It does have a little bit of bleeding in the board. You can kind of see that. I don't know if you can see that really closely. I'm gonna leave it, I think, but I could go back with the black paint and just, you know, touch that up if I wanted to. There's also, the other part of this is there's a little sun on the transfer that we might use on this. And there's also the hello. So I both of those things we can use. Kind of thinking about right there, even though it's intersecting that, I want to fuzz this real quick. That yellow stripe, I'm still gonna go ahead and I think it'll look nice. And I'm just putting it right above the eye, lining it up so it looks nice and straight. That's my eyeballing right there, right? Okay, we're gonna use the bumblebee again for this little sun because I think it'll be pretty to put a little sun here. And I think it'll be okay to put kind of monotone colors here, yellow and the bumblebee and the black. And then I'll use black on the hello on this other side. So we'll see how that looks. There. Cute, huh? I'll hold that up in a second here. That I'll set aside to wash it. Can you see it? Is that cute? I think it turned out really cute. Cute, cute. Okay, we're going to stick our bumblebee away. Stop making such a mess out of the bumblebee. Just going to set that aside. I'll wash that with water as well. The squeegees are all reusable as well, which is nice. And I tell you what, the chalks, they really go a long ways. So you can use the chalk paste so much. And then we're gonna do, I think this is probably dry by now. We're close. Close. This is such a quick and easy project. Like, I usually kind of put off these stripes doing these wooden rounds just because it always seems like it takes so long with those stripes, but it actually really is not taking that long to do that. I just am drying this up over here because I want to put down that transfer that says hello on it, and I don't want it to pull up my yellow. And see how this is black, and it's got a couple little black stripes on it. And so I'm just gonna, how far does that, I can't see it, so I'm just gonna put it right above here, I think. Yep, it's not touching the black, so I can, I don't know, I have in my own mind how I should do this. I'm gonna use that mini squeegee and our black velvet paste now. It matches pretty well with the Waverly paste or the Waverly chalk paint. And I'm just gonna quickly go about doing the hello here. I like how this like little hello comes with the lines. It lines up with the lines that I put on with the yellow, right? The bumblebee, the little lines that I taped off and did earlier. It just, I don't know, it just adds to it, makes it look nice and crisp and professional, I guess you would say. All right, I'm just gonna set this aside. I put back anything I didn't use back in there, get it closed up because we don't want it to dry up. And then we're just gonna go ahead and peel. Look at that, woohoo! That looks so much, that's so fun. So fun. Okay, there it is. Now, you guys, I have to find, isn't that the cutest? Hello, sunshine. I need some sunshine today. We're having snow, and so I thought I'd make my own today. I need to find some ribbon. I don't have any ribbon, if you could believe that. And this is actually, I think it's so cute. I think it's just the cutest little hanger. I'll go ahead and hot glue a hanger on the back side and then put some sort of yellow. I need to find some yellow ribbon. So I just haven't seen any yet in our area, but thanks so much for joining me. And if you want more information, we do, like I said, when you purchase this, you get something free with it. A lot of our accessories are on sale. We have some last chance transfers right now, so you want to get in on all of the sales and deals and all the last chance things. Plus, we have a brand new launch coming Thursday. So stay tuned. You're going to want to be in on that, get all the stuff, be the first to see everything. So thanks so much for joining me, and make sure that you do all the things. Comment, like, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. Help me out in that manner. That that is like one of the best things you can do to help me out, is to go ahead and do all those things, because that helps me. All right, that keeps me at the top. It makes my page that much more likable. So anyway, we will see you shortly, and keep on crafting.